Attachment styles. Why you love the way you do. Love is a mystery. Sometimes it feels effortless, like gravity pulling two hearts together. Other times it feels like trying to hold water in your hands, slipping, uncertain, impossible to grasp. Have you ever wondered why some relationships feel safe and easy, while others feel like constant battles? Why some people crave closeness, while others fear it? Why some pull away just when things get serious? Welcome back to Kokoro Chronicles. Today we're diving deep into a topic that shapes the way we love, trust, and connect with others: attachment styles. Understanding your attachment style isn't just about relationships, it's about understanding yourself. From the moment we're born, we learn how to connect, how to love, how to trust. These lessons shape our earliest relationships, and they don't just disappear when we grow up. They follow us, influencing how we attach to partners, friends, and even ourselves. Attachment styles are like emotional blueprints. They guide how we approach intimacy, conflict, and closeness. And while they're shaped in childhood, they can be changed, healed, and rewritten. There are 4 main attachment styles. Which one feels like home to you? Number 1, secure attachment. Imagine a relationship where trust comes naturally, where both people feel safe to express emotions, to lean on each other, to be vulnerable. Conflict is met with communication, and love feels steady, not a question, but a foundation. This is secure attachment. It's built on healthy early relationships where emotional needs were met consistently. Securely attached people feel comfortable with both closeness and independence. They know how to ask for help, how to give space, and how to love without fear. If you're securely attached, you likely feel confident in relationships. You trust easily, communicate openly, and aren't afraid of intimacy. And if that's you, hold on to it. It's a gift. Number 2, anxious attachment. Now imagine a love that feels uncertain, where every unanswered text feels like rejection, where silence is terrifying, where you find yourself chasing closeness, fearing abandonment, needing constant reassurance. This is anxious attachment. It often forms when emotional needs in childhood were met inconsistently. Sometimes love was there, sometimes it wasn't. And that inconsistency creates anxiety. If you feel anxious in relationships, you might overanalyze small things. You might fear being too much, but also fear not being enough. You might crave closeness, but also fear rejection. But here's the truth. Your need for love isn't wrong. Your fear isn't weakness. It's a survival instinct, a learned response, but it doesn't have to define you. Number 3, avoidant attachment. Now imagine love that feels like a risk, where vulnerability is dangerous, where independence is safer than connection, where every time someone gets too close, you pull away, creating distance, building walls. This is avoidant attachment. It forms when emotional needs were ignored or dismissed in childhood, when vulnerability felt unsafe, and as a result, avoidantly attached people learn to depend on themselves, and only themselves. If this sounds familiar, you might find it hard to trust, hard to open up. You may crave connection but fear losing control. You may believe that relying on others is weakness. But strength isn't about standing alone. It's about knowing when to lean, when to trust, when to let someone in. And that's a strength you can learn. Number 4, fearful, avoidant, disorganized attachment. Now imagine love that feels like a war inside yourself, wanting closeness but fearing it, craving intimacy but undermining it, feeling torn, pushing people away, then begging them to stay. Love feels dangerous, connection feels unsafe. This is fearful avoidant attachment, also called disorganized attachment. It often forms from trauma or deep emotional wounds. It's a cycle of wanting connection but fearing the pain it might bring. If this is you, you might feel trapped in emotional whiplash. You crave love but push it away. You long for connection but fear rejection. And it's exhausting, but it's not hopeless. Healing is possible. Understanding is the first step. The good news, your attachment style isn't a life sentence. It's a pattern that can be unlearned, reshaped, and healed. Here's how to start that journey. Step 1, recognize your pattern. Awareness is the first step. Identify which attachment style feels most like you. Notice how it shows up in your relationships. Step 2. Challenge your fears. Ask yourself, are these fears facts, or are they assumptions? What proof do you have? Challenge the stories you tell yourself about love and connection. Step 3. Communicate openly. Talk about your fears. Be honest about your needs. Healthy relationships are built on communication, not mind reading. Step 4. Build trust slowly. If trust is hard, start small. Open up little by little. Let people prove their consistency over time. Step 5. Seek support. Healing isn't easy. Sometimes it means reaching out to friends, to partners, to therapists. You don't have to do it alone. Today's challenge. Reflect on your attachment style. Which one do you identify with? How has it shaped the way you love and connect? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about love, trust, and connection. But attachment styles don't just affect romantic relationships. They shape friendships too, who we trust, how we connect, and how we handle conflict. Next time we'll explore toxic friendships, how to spot the signs and protect your peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue this journey with us. Your story matters. See you next time.